The 1994-born Vitalik Buterin is the co-founder of Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency in the world. Known as one of the humblest crypto community members, he is seen as a believer in that crypto should be there to solve real socioeconomic problems, and not to pump and dump. If Netflix created an episode about Vitalik, this is the moment where the story would start. Vitalik, an introverted, skinny kid, spent a lot of his days playing computer games. As his father recalls, Vitalik learned how to read before he learned how to sleep. He was slow to form sentences compared to his peers as his mind raced so fast. Being 4, he got his first computer from his parents, computer scientists Natalia and Dmitry from Russia, and at 12, he learned how to code. Soon enough, he was placed into a gifted children's class at school for his outstanding talents in math, programming, and economics. Games became something that helped Vitalik to relax and explore the world in his own way. Until one day, the World of Warcraft creators removed his character's special spell. And for the first time in his life, Vitalik realized how authority and centralization could dramatically change someone's life for the worse. Years later, Vitalik talked in front of thousands of journalists about his childhood events. "I'm only starting to kind of be conscious of the influence that World of Warcraft might have had on me many years down the line." Close to finishing school, thanks to his father, Vitalik discovered Bitcoin. As the world and Russia experienced the economic crisis of 2008, Dmitry introduced his son to the idea of an alternative global money source not controlled by authorities. Vitalik initially felt skeptical about Bitcoin and thought it was worthless without any physical asset backing it. But with some research, his mind was changed pretty soon. He got fascinated by the conundrum of Bitcoin's anonymous founder Satoshi Nakamoto. Vitalik's interest gave rise to his activism on Bitcoin. It was the start of his writing career in Bitcoin forums and magazines. As crypto activities took most of the week, Vitalik realized that it was time to drop out of college. For 2 years, Buterin traveled around the world, searching for individuals who, similarly to him, wanted to change centralized systems. After working with 2 teams who worked on projects which issued tokens and contracts on top of Bitcoin, Vitalik decided to use the same concepts to make a new programming language called Solidity. Then, in 2013, Vitalik sent a white paper of Ethereum to a number of friends. They considered Vitalik's proposal as way too ambitious, but that did not hold the young tech genius back. Ethereum launched in 2014 with 5 co-founders and Vitalik himself. The team held an initial coin offering which amassed $15.5 million. It was enough to kickstart the project and create the Ethereum Foundation, an organization which guided and planned the network's developments. Many versions of the Ethereum network were tested and refined until a stable version of Ethereum arrived to the public under the name of Ethereum Frontier, a more user-friendly application which helped the project to scale. Crypto exchanges began listing Ethereum, and eventually, the number of nodes supporting the network nearly surpassed those of Bitcoin. This way, Ethereum had become the second largest cryptocurrency in the entire blockchain industry. But this was the pivotal moment when actual costly challenges in Vitalik's life began. Hackers took front. The best known and crucial hack for Ethereum was the DAO attack in 2016, when malicious actors stole 3.6 million ETH from the treasury of DAO, and Ethereum's worth fell from $20 to $13 in a single day. This was a notorious fall. The community lost trust in Vitalik's created network, and a year later, Ethereum got one more hit. Ethereum lost $4 billion of its market value because of the fake news created by online trolls from 4chan. Vitalik's character and values got tested. He would not be such a respected community member today if he did not take the right measures back then. To solve the situation with the fake news, Vitalik simply posted a selfie on Twitter to the last block of the Ethereum chain where he made a transaction. And that was enough to prove that he was still all well. Soon after this, the market retraced back to its former value, so this was just a small hit. The DAO hack required way more effort to solve. He and the co-founders eventually had to reach a consensus with the Ethereum community to hard fork the Ethereum network. They succeeded, and a new version was made. The old Ethereum is called Ethereum Classic today. Some users decided to remain there despite the hack that took place. But for the victims who moved, all the stolen funds were returned to them thanks to Vitalik's decision. So both of these events showed everyone how crucial Buterin's presence was, both morally and technically. The dream of a widely used cryptocurrency simply could not be fulfilled without him. And yet, through these events, disillusionment happened. Vitalik had to realize he had to take a stand as someone with influence and respect. Not everyone is focused on crypto for the good of the world. Many people are there purely to exploit others and make profits. He worried out loud about crypto's future and took initiative to shame the Bored Ape Yacht Club for establishing expensive NFTs as a sign of status and pushing the idea of crypto tokenomics to a zero-sum game. His dream of changing things around led him to focus further on the Ethereum merge, which would solve all the network's high fees and speed problems. The update, which took 6 years to make, could make the network grow further as the transaction speeds would increase exponentially and the energy consumption would go down 99%. Can Vitalik fulfill his Ethereum dream? If he manages to, he could present many fresh and society-changing ideas and maybe even be heard by a more massive audience. From quadratic voting and funding to using crypto for funding public goods to changing platforms and city services, funding charities or artists with NFTs, or even synthetic wombs to make women's lives easier. For Vitalik, crypto is not about pumping personal profits, but creating useful applications and using crypto for social improvements. In his own words, if we don't exercise our voice, the only things that get built are the things that are immediately profitable. And those are often far from what's actually best for the world. So we want to encourage you to be like Vitalik and not use crypto for profits only. Look further. Use it to make the world a better place. Will Vitalik's ideas materialize in the real world? No one knows, but everyone's waiting for the merge to happen and shift things in the crypto industry for good. If you want to know more about crypto hero journeys like this, check out the Crypto Personality series and leave a comment too. We are curious about your views on crypto.